Three sick guys snuck into mortuary to do the unthinkable. But something insane will happen. Spoiler ahead. The movie opens with nurse pushing a dead body to mortuary. Then the guy lift down her sheet and take picture. It turned out she was very famous film actor called Anna Fritz, and her death has shocked the world. Next we see two friend, Evan and Javi coming to hospital. And asked for their friend Pao. While waiting, they start to talk about two Chinese girls, and how they will love to sleep with them. Pao comes, and asks them what they were doing there. They told him they are heading to a party, and he should come too. But he said no, saying he have work. Then Evan asked him to drink little outside and do drugs, he agreed. Outside when they ask him to ditch work and go to party with them, he told them he have to do 9 autopsy. Including Anna Fritz. They ask him if he have her picture, he told them he doesn't. Then they start to beg him to let them see her one time. He agreed and walked them to the building. When they reach the elevator, he asked them if they really want to see her. Javi hesitate but he eventually go with them. When they reach the basement, Pao guide them and told them the place is restricted area, and if anyone sees them to act normal. The three reach the morgue. Pao asked them what they think. Javi told them he want to leave. But Pao told him the door won't open without his keys. Evan asked where Anna is. Pao he calmly walked toward her corpse, and asked them if they are ready. Javi told them he never seen a dead person before. When he removed the sheets, it turned out to be old guy's corpse. Pao laughed at them. They told him to not joke around and show them where Anna is. He then goes to another corpse, and showed them Anna's body. Evan lift down the sheet to see her breast. Then Evan start to touch her breast, which makes Javi uncomfortable. Evan told him to touch her breast. Javi hesitantly touched her, and said she was cold. Then Evan suggests to snore coke there. They cover her up. And start to snore. Evan asks if there are more girls' body there. Pao told them, she was the only one today. Evan goes up to Anna and said, half Spain will do Anna, and here they have her naked. Then he removed the sheets completely, and start to stare at her. But this time even Javi start to like her body, saying she was perfect. They then start to talk about, how it feel like to sleep with a dead woman. Pao said with spit. Both become baffled and ask him how did he know. He simply said, it the same as living woman, saying it will not lubricated. They ask him if he ever tried it, but he said no. When Evan said he will be tempted if he see pretty girls every day like this. He said to never say a word to anybody. And told them one time he had sex with 18-year-old girl body, and showed them her picture. But when they asked them about Anna, he said he never touched her. Evan then suggests the three should bang her. When Javi said there will be real girls at party. But Evan only want Anna, saying he want her and refuse. Javi plead to leave. When Javi tried to leave, Pao took him to another room. Javi keeps saying Evan won't do it, that he was joking around. But Evan eventually start to sleep with her. Javi become furious saying both are sick for sleeping with a dead woman. But Pao keep watching. Evan finishes and said, it was awesome and told Pao to do it too. Then Javi and Evan start arguing. Evan keeps telling him that it was normal and he have to do it too. Pao then start to touch her body, smelling her hair then kissing her. Then he also start to sleep with her dead body. But suddenly we see Anna opening her eye. She was alive all this time. Pao finally sees her and shout frantically. The two run up to him and ask him what was wrong. He said she is alive, she is alive. They also sees that she was alive and was crying. Javi run to bring her water. Evan asks her how she woke up, but she can't talk. When Javi asks Pao what should they do with her, he doesn't respond. But when Evan asks him if she sees him in the act, he said yes. Javi cover her body. Suddenly they hear a noise. Pao said there is someone coming and told them to hide. Both hide under the corpse. And a man with another body comes. When Anna tried to call out, her voice was soft. Also the guy was wearing an earphone, so he cannot hear her and leaves the room. Later when Evan tried to talk to Javi, he said there is nothing to talk about, she is just alive. Evan took him to another room. They told him if someone find out they sleep with her, it will be considered rape and their life will be finished. But Javi told them she doesn't remember anything, but Pao told them she knows everything, saying she will talk because she is famous. When Javi said there is nothing they can do, Javi still insists they should leave her alone. And told them there is nothing else to do. But they keep telling him, he have to think about their future. But he start to move Anna's body upstairs. Evan blocks him and begs him to consider about them. Anna begs Javi to get her out of there. Evan said nobody leaves the room, but when Javi goes to the door anyways. It was locked. Pao told them the men must have locked the door when he leaves. And when they ask him for his keys, he said he left them outside. Then Javi starts shouting for help, but Evan tries to stop him. He slaps him and the two start to fight, which Evan punch him in the head, making him unconscious and lost a lot of blood. Evan and Pau panicked, and both try to stop the bleeding. Evan asked Pau if there was another way out of the place, so that they can get help for Javi. Pau told him he can page somebody down there. Evan ordered him when they open, they take Javi to someplace in the hospital where they can find him. They then move Javi to the other room. When they try to talk to him, he become in and out of consciousness. Pau bring Anna too. Then Evan took Javi's wallet and told him to tell everyone he was robbed and he was alone, and ask him to never say anything about Anna and being in the morgue in first place. Then the two start to clean the room. Javi said sorry to Anna, and said he will get help. But Anna told him to not move. One person finally comes and call out for Pau. Evan cover Anna's mouth when she tried to shout for help. Pau told the guy, night shift guy locked him inside. The guy then asked him about Anna, but Pau just said they need to go. When they leave, Javi become unresponsive. Evan start to do CPR but he dies. Pau also come and sees he was gone, and he start to cry. Evan said there was nothing they can do. Pau simply said jailed for life. Evan said they should take Javi's body outside and dump it in the trash container. But Anna begged them to stop, but Evan told him to ignore her and said their future depend on this outcome. Evan said they killed Javi together, because he will be named as accomplice too. Meanwhile Anna start to move, and fall from the table and crawl to Javi's body, and took his phone. Pau then said they should took him out through emergency exit. Evan catches Anna calling someone. They realize they were screwed. Pau asked him what they have to do. Evan said she called with his phone so there is nothing they can do, and that everything is over. They start to move her upstairs. On their way Javi's phone start to ring, and it had no caller ID. When he answered, it turned out the guy didn't answer her phone, so nobody will know who called. They bring her back to the morgue to kill her, while she is shouting for help. She then told them they are finished. Evan told her she is dead and dead people don't got nothing to say. Evan goes to find container for Javi, and order Pau to tie up Anna. Anna plead with Pau, saying he is not murder, that he shouldn't help him to kill her, but she told him Evan was the murderer, that he strangled Javi in front of her, and said he never intend to help him out. She said he will do the same to him if he did not let her go, but he duct tape her mouth and leaves. Then we see Evan hiding in container, so that he can take it without getting caught. Meanwhile Anna try to free herself, when Pau goes in the other room to clean the blood. She then fall to the ground. Evan then took the container when everyone left. At the same time Anna crawled out of the room. The guys realize she left and start to look for her. Anna escaped Evan by hiding when he was not looking at her. Anna's leg were dead, so she struggled to walk. She then crawled to elevator, but Evan catch up to her and drug her to the morgue. Pau came and asked him if had strangled Javi. Evan said no, saying, she is just planning for us, turn on each other, and said they have to kill her right there. And order him to kill her, because he will end up with 2 murder if they get caught. But Pau refused, saying he was not a killer. Then Evan said they have to do it together. And they both start to suffocate her, and finally they killed her. They also throw Javi's body at the container. Then Evan moves him upstairs. And throw his body there, and bring the container with him. Meanwhile Evan cleans Anna's bodies and covered her body. When he leaves he hear noise from Anna's body. When he uncover her, she was alive, and he told her to pretend to be dead. And when Evan comes, and ask him if they forget something. He said nothing and ask him to leave, but Evan goes to Anna and remove the sheets. He eventually leaves, seeing she is gone. But when he sees he left his card at the morgue, he goes back and sees Anna. And he confront Pau, saying he wanted to set him up, and he start to beat him. But Anna stabs him in the back, killing him. When Pau looks at her, scared. She also start to stab multiple times. The end.
Please subscribe for more movie.